Start off with a nice example 2 will go like this. Actually, maybe before that, all right, example 2, sorry I wrote that down. When solving for angles, we use Greek letters. Okay, but the reason we do that, it just makes it easier. If I give you A, B, C, what that means is those are side lengths. When I give you what I'm about to write on the board, they mean angles. So here's going to be the first one. If you're in my class, don't yell at the answer yet. At least let the rest of the class look at it. I'm not sure if other math teachers do this in grade 9. If not, they should. Spencer, go ahead. Theta. That is theta. T-H-E-T-A, theta. So that's like an O with a line through the middle. The next one is going to look like this. It's like a B with a little extra thing to it. I don't know what that one's called. From my last year class, know what that one's called? I'll help you out. Well, if it's theta for that, that's a B, so this one's just going to be beta. And theta and beta are going to be the two main ones that we use. Like this here. Desiree, wasn't your hair a different color on the side last? Yeah. It's amazing your hair just does that. It's amazing. That's how it is. And I call this one omega. I hope that's actually what it is. But I call that one omega. So those will be when we're solving for an angle. That's what we'll be using for the three sides. When you see one of those, it means you're looking for an angle. That's what it means. If you see A, B, or C, you're looking for a side line. Let me just try. Okay. So here we go. Example 2 is going to say solve for theta. It looks like a square, it's not quite. So I hit pause. I want you guys to solve for theta right now for me. Goodness. Well, that is, okay? So the way we're going to solve this one up is, I'm going to say, let me start with Megan. I'm going to say, Megan, how many sides are there on the shape? 4, okay. So we're going to get my angles. It's just going to be 180. 4 minus 2. All right, my calculator skills aren't good. What's 180 times 2, please? 360. Okay, so what I'm saying then is, if I add up all those together, I have to get 360, right? Okay. And again, if you need a way to help remember 360 in a square or a rectangle, right? Like if you take a look, there's a rectangle. 90, 180, 270, 360, right? That's where you get that as well. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say theta is my unknown side. Plus 85, plus 91, plus 97 equals 360. All right, Desiree, can you use your great algebra skills to solve for theta, please? What do we do? Very good. Treat it just like an algebra question. 360 minus 85 minus 91 minus 97. Right, just like a regular old algebra question. Right now, use your calculator, please give me that answer. A question? Go ahead. Oh, you got it? Go ahead, Natalie. Go ahead. No, it's okay. 87. 87. That's neat. Okay, if that was all there was to these questions, you guys would all be happy. Let me show you a grade 9 question. Right? Here we go. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to say that out loud. This was a grade 9 question. Example 3, we'll say solve for theta. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's my shape. Here's a 5-sided figure. The top one I'm going to call theta. The top left I'm going to call theta plus 10. The bottom left I'm going to call theta minus 15. The bottom right I'm going to call theta plus 10. And the one on the right is theta minus 20. Okay, so use your good algebra skills. Treat a theta like an x, it's the same thing. So set up an equation like this here, okay, and then solve for your theta. Lexi, how many sides does this shape have? Great, so how am I going to find the angles? Yeah. I'm going to write it as 5 minus 2, but if you just want to go right to 3, that's fine. It should be 540. That's correct. Okay, now for the tricky part. So 540, did I add it up right? That's right, yeah. Okay, Jessica, picking on you. Can you give me a lovely equation to actually solve it? Go ahead.
Theta plus theta plus 10 plus theta
Okay, can you explain to the class, for those who didn't get it, where that actually came from? Yeah, so what she just did was she took this part here, plus this part here, plus this part here, plus this part here, plus this part here. You guys did that on the last page too, but there weren't as many thetas in there, right? We did the same thing, just added up all 5 corners there. All right, Jasmine. Sounds good to me, okay? So I'm gonna add up, I'm going to say, well, there's 1 theta, there's 2 thetas, there's 3 thetas, there's 4 thetas, there's 5 thetas. So I'm going to call that 5 theta. Okay. Then I do the same thing. 10 minus 15 is minus 5, plus 10 is 5. Is that right? Minus 20 is minus 15. Okay, now please be brave and ask a question about that, because that's the scariest part. Once you can do that, this question, please take a question.
Can you do that again?
Sorry?
Can you do that again?
Yeah, what I just did was I just took my thetas, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thetas. Then I just added up all the numbers too. So 10 minus 15 is minus 5, plus 10 is positive 5, minus 20 is minus 15. So I just added all the variables together and added all the numbers together. All right, Emily, what's the next step to solve the theta, please?
Would you move 13 over?
Certainly would. Very good. Great. Luke, last step? 5. Okay, can everybody close your eyes and put their heads in their desks for a second, please? I want to see if I have to do one of these again. Who got 111 with no help from the teacher? Raise your hand. Who was close to 111 but made one small mistake? Who didn't really understand what was happening but understands for now? Raise your hand. Thank you. Can I keep moving then, or no? Can I keep going? There's one. Oh, nobody's saying anything. Okay, I want to do one more here because this one I'm going to put a star beside for 3 months from now. Okay. Because this is one that we always will come up to. That type of triangle we'll see loads and loads and loads of come probably about May is when that's going to start. Okay, so I'm just reminding you of this now, so you will remember this in the future. Okay, so let's start with, what are we up to? Hannah, when I have a triangle, what's the interior angle is going to be for a triangle?
180.
Just 180, okay? So how can I quickly, this will open up to anybody here. How can I quickly solve for theta here? It's going to be, Hannah, go ahead.
Like 90 plus 15 and then 180.
Good. Yeah. So it's going to be 180 minus 90 minus 50. It should be 105 theta 75. Another way you can do if you want to save your brain, which I'm sure you all do, since you know this is already 90, that means that these two other angles have to be 90 as well, right? Okay, so you can just say 90 minus 15, you get 75 as well that way. We're going to do that one a load, lots of, you know what I'm trying to say, quite a bit when we get to trig related contours. Okay, I'm going to go through all our angle rules now. Z pattern, C pattern, F pattern, that all coming back. The if it's not, I'm still gonna make it come back right now, okay? So these are all the angle patterns. Number one is a line. Okay, let's say I have a line like that, and I call one angle theta. What is the angle on the left going to be? What does this line always end up to? So, no, it's not 90. Sorry? 180, perfect, okay? And if you need a proof of that for yourself, here it is. There's a 90, there's another 90, right? So if there's a line in the middle, right, a 90 and a 90 is 180. So here's the tricky part. If that's theta, that chunk right there, what's the unknown part on the top left going to be? Yeah, go ahead. Excellent. Okay. People don't like using thetas. Okay, they like using numbers. So I'll do one with numbers. Okay. This is example 5. Let's say I have a straight line like this. This is 40. If someone other than Hannah, tell me what the left-hand side is going to be. Yeah, go ahead, Nick. Sorry? Yeah, it's a 40. Yeah. 140, okay? And hopefully how you got that, I'll write the extra steps, tell the math teacher. You wrote that as 180 minus 40, which is 140. Okay. One thing to note, please go by the numbers that are actually on the page, all right? That isn't exactly a 40-degree angle, okay, right? So don't go and try and measure it and all that sort of stuff. Please use the numbers that are there. My angles are poor. Yes?
So with the number 1, there's no way to,
What's that?
like the theta one, there's no way you can figure it out.
Well, no, not for that. We just call it, like, this is just like this is the general case,
Yeah.
right? And then I'm just going to say whatever that angle is, the other one's going to be opposite. Number 2. We're going to use, maybe we'll do the C pattern first. We'll do the F pattern first. Okay, what does the F pattern say? Anyone recall? Hannah's the only person who remembers her angles from last year? Oh, goodness. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
That each side underneath the F is the same.
Yeah. So if you draw an F in here, the theta would equal theta. Now the reason you should know that, because they're parallel, of course the angles are going to match up, right? Because if the angles are parallel, they should always match up. So that's going to come up quite a bit. Number 3 is going to be the opposite angle theorem. We'll do a big example with all this stuff. So most people remember this from last year, I hope. Yeah, this is the X, and that's what opposite angle is going to be. So this is the X thing. Okay, if you know that's theta, that's also going to be theta. Now the reason you know that is because like a line's 180, so if you go theta, that's 180 minus theta, which would make that one also theta then, using the same rule. 180 minus 180 minus theta. This is all coming back, I hope. We'll do lots of examples here. Luke, you look sad. Don't be sad. Basketball season will continue. It's not over. I'm not going to bite. Here we go. Number 4 is the Z pattern. I'll do an example with all of these in a sec. There's my parallel lines again. What the Z pattern is? Theta and theta are the same. Now the reason that comes from is because from the F pattern, this and this will match up, and then opposite that will match with this. And that's the Z pattern comes right there. We'll have a lot of beautiful examples of this in a sec. Is Caleb just coming back at all or not really? Am I going too quickly here? Like, do you guys remember this or not really? If you don't remember this, close your eyes and raise your hand. Did I not remember this? One person? Okay, that's okay. 2 people, 1.5, that's okay. Right? And the last one I do is C pattern. We'll do lots of these in a sec. Last one's going to be the C pattern, and then we'll move on to. So if you have two parallel lines, C is going to exist right here. That's going to be theta, and that's going to be 180 minus theta. All right. Ready for some horribly complicated examples? Those aren't, but you should be. You guys can do this. Great self-confidence in yourselves. So I'll give you a second to scribble that down. I'm going to hit pause in the video and let you guys write this down, and then I'm going to take up some examples.